That's a log. That's what we're looking for. Chunky butt. Tell you what, these are some good sized fish right here. Good sized fish. Whenever we're fishing these pilings over here in the hospital wall area, it's just a suction zone, especially on a falling tide. Everything from Lake Pontchartrain sucking into the Wrigley's, trying to leave the lake. So you get a lot of really nice fish that stage up over here on this side of the lake. About to break surface in a second. Oh yeah, look at that one. Look at that puppy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on up here and join the party. Catching big trouts. Just switched over to the midnight mullet right there. While that one chills out a little bit, all we're doing is we're just zigging and zagging around all of these old beat up camps in Pontchartrain, and we got plenty of old abandoned camps out here now ever since these hurricanes we get every year. As you saw in some of our previous episodes, fishing out towards Haynes Boulevard, going towards Seabrook, they got some old beat up camps we like that way. We got some camps on this side of the lake. There's no real favorite spots we have out here on these camps. Just the older the camp, the better. The fish really do like these old beat up piers. This section over here by the hospital wall, you got a lot of old abandoned camps. You got the hospital wall itself. You got some camps over there by Treasure Isle. You got the point of Treasure Isle. You just got a lot of spots to fish. And we just try to change it up every episode and just show people how diverse Pontchartrain can be rather than just the bridges. So as the water gets real clean and these fish get in here really good, we start moving around, and this area here is very well known for catching big trout like this one I just caught right here. So see if we get a few more of these tanks. Look, he's breaking. I mean, all these fish are studs. That's what we're looking for. That's why we come over here. Oh, and I missed him. That's all right. It's all right. Y'all got to see him shaking his head. I was trying to play him for the camera there. That's part of making DockSide TVs. You try to play him in the camera, let you guys see them fish, get to shake that big yellow mouth. You know, it's just so awesome watching. That's one of my favorite things there is in all of the world, is catching a 20-inch trout and having them shake that head the whole way in. For some reason, those bigger trout, they're really known for coming up, and they want to shake that head the entire time on the entire reel, the entire fight back in. And they're really elusive fish. They do a good job of throwing that hook, and that one got us right there. He's coming up. Oh, shake that head, baby. Shake that head. Dance for me.
I got one too, Chaz.
Dance for me.
One too.
All right, let me get that in. Here we go. You're snagged. Thought we had a double header, but I'm using the midnight mullet now, and they are thump-a-ruin. This bad boy right here. And them big trout are really known for when that lure's falling at the bottom, your whole line will jump. And we call that the thump, and that's what that fish did right there. He just thumped the mess out of it. We ain't catching a lot in here right now, but the ones we're hitting are really solid fish. There he is. Thought I felt a little thump. That wasn't quite the impressive thump, but Look at that. Same size fish. I mean, these are some chunks, chunky butts. Chunky butts. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Midnight mullet. Pretty awesome. Yeah, baby. There's this one right in the chinny chin. Came over and choked it out. I went to jig it. He caught one in the jugular. All right, whenever you're fishing some of these old camps and beat up pollards over here, your smaller fish are typically going to be way out, you know, like way off the camps. And when they're like that, you're not going to need to go through a lot of jig heads, as you're not going to be up in those structures too heavily. But if you want those bigger fish, you better bring some jig heads, be willing to go through them, and you're going to want to bury that lure deep into those pollards. That's where those big ones are, and they know they just feel safe in there and protected, and they're using those pollards to hide behind and ambush their prey. So make sure to bury that lure deep into them pollards and just be ready to go through some snags. But that's where the big girls live. Rodeo! The other great thing about fishing this side of the lake, fishing these camps and all of these shorelines over here, is at this time of year the birds are almost working every calm day somewhere along here on these big beautiful reds. And we just ran into a flock and doubled up. And that's what you want to do. When you see a bird swoop down, throw in there, throw exactly where it swoops. Just bounce the jig on the bottom. They're usually going to hit it on the fall. But the key is to throw it right where the bird swoops down. The birds will tell you exactly where the fish are. Put his head in there for me. There we go. Double them up. Give you guys a look at these fish right here. Got this one on the midnight mullet. Ah, he bit the heck out of me. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Two beautiful slots. That's the beauty part about fishing over here, is you always got the birds working on these big reds. You can do this all day if you want. Let's go head first then with them. 1, 2, 3. When you let them go, make sure you let them go head first. That helps flush that water through their gills, and it's a nice, easy release. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of DockSide TV. Catching big trout back on the eastern shoreline of Lake Pontchartrain and running into the birds and some bull reds. It's been a really fun afternoon using the midnight mullet matrix shad, which will be in this month's bait box. Make sure to subscribe to the matrix bait box and get your hands on that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, DockSide TV. Get out here and get in on this big trout action, and keep your eyes peeled for the bull reds under the birds. Until next time, good fishing.